I'll be honest, it's come as a bit of a shock, just as I was getting used to those luscious mounds of surgically enhanced, gravity-defying breasts looking as natural as upturned cereal bowls. I'm told big and fake is out and small is in. Did anyone consult the male of the species?
Well, our roving reporter Samantha Brett did. She spoke to one of the best boob doctors in Hollywood for the final word.
A cup or D? Hollywood has long been obsessed with getting the perfect body. But how do they do it? And what's hot and what's not? Well, we chat to the experts right here in Hollywood to find out more.
There's a lot of pressure in Hollywood to look a certain way. What do you think about body image?
Obviously, this is a very beauty-driven town. Everybody's trying their hardest to look fresh, to look young, but not to look like they're trying too hard to be that way. Men are frequently attracted to bigger breasts, but it seems that the standard of beauty has changed a little bit as well, that men no longer appreciate the larger breasts nearly as much, and they view the beauty of a woman more as the total proportions, total body, and not just seeing big breasts, and that's the only thing that they notice. Frequently, women, once they reach their 30s, would start thinking about exchanging their implants and changing the size. For example, with facelifts, we have noticed that patients come in at a much younger age asking for some freshening up.
What age?
Not uncommon to see somebody in their 40s, which 20 years ago would have been way too young.
How do we tell if a celebrity's had a facelift?
Well, hopefully if it's done well, you can never tell.
If we look at Nicole Kidman, there's been a lot of speculation over what type of plastic surgery she's had. What do you think?
Well, I certainly hate to speculate on what people have done unless I know as a fact. But I think she looks great. However, sometimes her look may be a little bit too frozen, with not necessarily as much animation as I would expect in someone especially doing acting as a living.
And can you tell us about any celebrities that you've worked with?
That is a difficult question to answer, simply because everybody loves their privacy, and it'd be unfair for me to betray that, so I would have to respectfully decline mentioning names.
And Sam Brett joins us now. David was going to do that introduction. Good morning, Sam. Lovely to talk to you.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
What's driving this trend towards breast reduction?
It's really interesting because a while back the bigger boobs were in, but now I think it's the fashion industry mainly. You know, the top designers out there, they're not doing dresses for size 0 women, which is what the celebrities are, for bigger boobs. So they're making these tiny dresses, and the celebrities with the breast implants are actually not fitting into them. So therefore they've all had to downsize, and it's been this huge trend. I mean, even Victoria Beckham recently said you have to be really small to fit into designer clothes, and she's already tiny. So you can imagine how small these size 0s are.
Well, she has clearly, am I right in saying she's clearly had a breast enhancement? Is she now likely to take them out?
That's right, David. Well, rumour has it that she wants to take them out. And when the rumour came out, I was actually in a Beverly Hills gym and she was there. And I did notice that she did look a little bit smaller. Kim David was also there, by the way. I mean, what a perv fest. But
oh, I know.
She did look a little bit smaller, but I wanted to, but, you know, Victoria was holding it. But the funny thing was that even though she appeared to have downsized, she wasn't jiggling anywhere, and she was doing, you know, a lot of the cross-trainer and some running on the treadmill.
OK, well, here's the obvious question. If you've got those gigantic watermelon implants in, you know, and you look like Pamela Anderson or, you know, Carmen Electra or anyone else who's got those massive breasts, what happens when you downsize? Don't you have sort of a whole heap of stretched skin? Isn't it like your belly after you've had a baby?
I'm not sure what happens because I think they take out the implants and then I think you just go back to what you were. But I guess the skin does stretch. I mean, Denise Richards has come out and said that she had 2 breast enlargements. And then when she broke up with her ex-husband, Charlie Sheen, a couple of years ago, she had them taken out. And they do need a lift after that, I think. I mean, I'm not the expert here, but this is what the celebrities are saying. But they don't seem to be cutting out the skin. It's more when they lose a lot of weight and then need the liposuction and then have to cut out the skin.
Is it
all sounds a bit scary, doesn't it?
Is it career suicide, do you think, to have breast enhancement or facial surgery? I'm thinking in terms of Meg Ryan, Melanie Griffith. Perhaps even there is a suggestion that Nicole Kidman has had some work done. Their careers seem to have stalled.
That's an interesting point, and I think that with the older generation, yes, I mean, they're doing ridiculous things to look younger. You know, Madonna, I mean, look at her. She's 50 and she looks like a 20-year-old, not one wrinkle in sight. I do not understand how that's normal.
Well, part of it does.
But David, the younger generation... But the younger generation of women, and you look at a show like The Hills on MTV, now all those girls are getting massive plastic surgery. They do not look like themselves at all. They've had the whole face done, they've had their lips, their boobs, liposuction, everything, and actually that seems to be helping their career, unfortunately, which is sending a bit of a bad message out there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a generational thing.
All right, well, if smaller boobs are the trend, what are the latest things that people are having done?
There's crazy things. I mean, all sorts of things are going on in Hollywood. You've got the usual, you know, always the breasts, the noses and the face. That's a huge popular plastic surgery trend. But nowadays, people are doing bicep enlargements to get those Jennifer Aniston arms, calf implants. You've got buttocks implants. And then the funniest, I think, is that there's a trend for men to get rid of their man boobs, or if they're really flat-chested, to add some man boobs.
Oh, it's just gone completely crazy, hasn't it?
They've gone bonkers, haven't they? Look, Sam, it is lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, guys.